Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician, and today we're going to be going into 20 items that I've picked up on Amazon in probably the last 2 months or so. Keep in mind, there are a couple items on this list that are in my work truck that I don't feel like digging out, but I will post up pictures throughout this video of the pricing that I paid for each one of these items, and so you guys can kind of see a look at the couple of items. There are 20, but there are only like 2 that are in my work truck that I just can't get out. And I have a full review on most of these items that we're going to talk about, either out already or going to be released here really soon. So stay tuned for those videos, or if I already have it out, go ahead and check it out if you want more details. We're not going to go into all the specs and everything of all of these items. I'm just going to kind of show you what I got, my thoughts on it, and what I paid for it. Some of these items I picked up on the Prime Big Day deal thing that they had going on a little while back. It was like a 2-day event or something like that. Got some pretty good deals. So a majority of these are tools or accessories for work, and then some of them are just kind of miscellaneous things, but kind of related to my work. So we're going to start out with some of the miscellaneous stuff. The first one being the Olight O Pen. I did pick this up. All of these were purchased on Amazon. This is the Olight O Pen Mini 2. And so this is like the updated version. I do believe they have a full size, but I wanted something a little bit smaller, and I wanted to try a bolt action pen. I will say I picked up 2 pens, and these are probably 2 of the most expensive pens that I ever picked up. And they're not even that expensive when you look at like EDC pens and stuff. Some of those, $100 for a pen is, to me, insane. I thought this was enough for a pen, and the next one I'm going to show you was definitely enough because it was double the price of this one. So this Olight O Pen Mini 2 has a double bolt action. So if you push down and over, then you have the pen portion, which is refillable. And then when you click it back and you slide over and push up and over, then you have a pencil tip, very sharp, thick lead. And that is also replaceable. I think you get 2 spares with this as well. Nice deep carry pocket clip. That was $13. Next up on the list, the other pen, we'll just go ahead and get it out of the way. This is the Cool Hand Bolt Action Pen, and I thought this was a really, really cool design. So you kind of got these ridges and everything. It feels really good in the hand. It's thicker, much thicker than the Olight pen, a little bit larger. And it doesn't have the pencil tip, but it does have that rubber tip that is also replaceable for, tablet or phone or whatever. I don't really use that, but a really nice pocket clip. I love the color. You can get this in various different colors. The bolt action is just simply down and over. Feels really good spring pressure on that. This is probably the most expensive pen that I've purchased before, and this comes in at $24. Go ahead and knock the other 2 kind of miscellaneous things out. These are both from Turbo Snail, and this is the reason I'm showing you. These are the items that I picked up for work, those 2 pens, and then this notebook sleeve, whatever you want to call it, and pen holder. That's where I keep this, and this one slides in here. And I was going to slide it into this little pocket, but these are genuine handmade leather, so it's not the cheap stuff. It smells really good. It smells like fresh leather. So I picked these 2 up. This pen holder, which I just end up sticking to the side of my work cart instead, because I don't want to damage this leather by installing this clip on there. I tried and it started to kind of mark it up, so I just stopped and was like, it's not worth it. So the Turbo Snail pen holder was $14. The Turbo Snail notebook holder, same stitching, same genuine leather. You got a smaller pocket up here for business cards, and then a larger pocket down here for notes or receipts or whatever it may be. And then on the inside you have a larger flap over here where I will store some papers every once in a while, and it just holds your smaller legal pads. This was $33 on sale. Full price, I want to say it was like something like $46 or $42 or $46. Quite spendy, but it is nice, and I just wanted it to look more professional than just walking around with just a legal pad. So kind of silly, but it works for me. I like it. All right, enough of the accessories. Let's go ahead and get into some tools and accessories. So First up being the Knipex Cobras. These are the extra small water pump pliers, or Cobras, the 4-inch pair. They do have a 5-inch pair with the quick release button or whatnot. I picked these up a couple months ago, and I absolutely love these things. And then shortly after I picked these up, about 2 or 3 weeks later, WorkPro sent these over. So I did a comparison video of these two, as well as the old adjustable Knipex pliers that I have. But these I picked up for $32, so a little spendy for a small pair. I think the Work Pro were something like 15 or 16, something like that, and it's available in 2 different colors. But I absolutely love Knipex pliers. Been using them for years. They are phenomenal, and honestly, I use miniature pliers like this a lot. But in order to adjust this, you open it up all the way, it slides down, and then you can push it up, and wherever you stop, it's locked in until you open it up. Really nice set of pliers. Next up, what you're seeing up here, the actual Grip Mat branded Grip Mat. There are tons of knockoffs out there, but I saw this one on sale and figured I'd give it a try, and I really like it. It's just kind of background item for my workbench. This is the small. They have a medium, large, and then there are tons and tons of knockoff brands and stuff like that. So I wanted to try this one out just because it was cheap enough. When it was on sale, I picked it up for $11. So, I mean, got some nice depth for individual little divided areas. And I really like it, and I like that gray color as well. So next up is actually the mat you guys are sitting on from Performance Tool. I wanted a black background for my workbench because I had a lot of colored mats, and for certain things the bright color just kind of affected the way my lighting and everything was. So I wanted a kind of a darker background to see more details and stuff on certain items. So I picked this up, and I like it because it's got a built-in ruler down here. And you guys can't see it. I can't zoom out far enough for you guys to see it all, but I will post up pictures in here for you guys. It has conversion tables, not just the ruler, but it's got conversion from metric and SAE, and then it's got temperature conversion from Celsius to Fahrenheit. It's got ounces to pounds to grams. It's got fluid conversions and gasoline to oil mix table. So I mean, it's a pretty cool little thing. I primarily got it just for the workbench, but the conversion tables were just kind of a plus. And I picked that up for $18. Then just kind of another miscellaneous item, I picked up like a pack of, I don't even know what, you'll see it up on the screen, these miniature fridge magnets or whatnot. These things are fantastic. I have tons of metal cabinets and shelving, and I constantly need to kind of hang things, and these are pretty dang powerful. But like, this is a almost 5-pound steel plate for lifting engines, and it will lift that. So I mean, that tiny magnet is quite powerful. So pretty impressed. So I picked up like a pack of 10 or 20 of them for $10. And they're just handy to have around the shop and garage. Next up, I picked up the Gerber Slim Sada, and I've owned a lot of cheap Gerber knives in the past, the Paraframe and things like that, but Gerber does have nicer knives. They have, you know, $150 knives with much better steel material. It falls between their more expensive knives and their super cheap knives. And this is by far the best Gerber knife that I've owned. It's not the best knife that they have, but the best knife that I've owned from them. And very impressive little knife, especially for the price. It normally runs $60 at full price, and on sale I got it for $35. I will have a full review coming on this here soon. I'm slowly getting into doing knife reviews, so stay tuned for those, but this I thought was a great purchase. Another knife, which I just recorded a video on. I don't know if it's out yet by the time this video is released or not, but this is the CJRB Bolt. This is my first knife review video, was with this knife, which I've been carrying the last 2 months since I bought it, and it has been fantastic. Very smooth operation, crossbar lock with a fin as well, so you want to unlock it from here, lock it, or you want to engage, disengage. You have both options there, and then you got dual thumb studs and on ceramic ball bearings. So I mean, it's a very smooth very good blade, especially for the price. This one, originally full price, I believe is somewhere around $66, but commonly found on sale for $50. Then there's also an item that I don't have in here. This is a magnetic bar for my Milwaukee pack out, and it's for some of my tools that hang down from the top of the cart. This magnetic bar really helps hold them in place. This ran $28. Next up was the Vessel ball grip, which I also have a full review on. There's just something about a ball grip that really intrigues me. I find it very comfortable, very grippy, very, very handy screwdriver. I love Vessel branded tools. They make very good stuff. Now, this is the demolition or striking version. This one is made in Japan. Their non-striking version, you do need to be careful because there are some of them that are not. I believe they're made in Thailand. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember. I talk about it in the full review, but not all of their ball grips are made in Japan. But this one is, and it is a very, very nice ball grip screwdriver. If that's something you're into, it's definitely worth a shot to try out. The Vessel ball grip ran $17. Then I came across the Vera ball grip, which I thought was awesome because I really like the Vera craft form handle design. I think it's comfortable. Obviously, that's all personal preference. Some people out there absolutely hate this handle design. I completely understand. It's all personal preference, what feels good in your hand, what kind of work you do. But when I saw their ball grip, I knew I had to have it and try it out, and I absolutely love this thing. You get the craft form kind of design here, but also a ball design here, and so you can get a lot of torque and a lot of grip with this. You can still get a lot of speed up here. You got a plastic top here as well, so you can spin it in the palm of your hand really well. And then it also has the laser etching in it. And this ran me $20. Next up, I did a full review on this as well. This is the LeBaire, which is a brand that I've mentioned in the past quite a few times on my Amazon tool deal videos. They have some really interesting sets, and this is one that I thought was really interesting, so I picked it up. This is their bit and socket set. You have a locking flex head ratchet, 1/4 inch drive. It also has a 1/4 inch adapter down here for all of your bits. And it does have a spinning collar on it as well. Then you have your sockets, I believe 4.5 through 14 millimeter. Yes, 14 millimeter. And then you have your Torx, Allens, slotted, and Phillips. Then you have a bit adapter here that adapts it from 1/4 inch to your 1/4 inch socket adapter. And then you have this, which is a 2-in-1. You can install the sockets, or if you push it up, then you can install your 1/4 inch bits. So I thought this was a really cool set, and this ran $36. This is the Titan Universal extension. So instead of having a universal on an extension, this comes already as one. You don't got to worry about them coming apart. You can get these in different lengths and drive sizes, and it is a spring-loaded universal as well, which I absolutely love. I think it's Motive X or something like that. I have a full review on this as well. Spring-loaded universal, which I really, really enjoy over, wrapping electrical tape or anything around that. And it's built into the extension. So I thought that was a really cool design and really wanted to try it out. And then it has a hex base as well. But overall, really cool design. But this Titan Universal extension ran $18. But once again, you can get them in sets as well. Next up, I picked up the AWP kneeling pad. I needed a kneeling pad for work because I work on a lot of fenders and quarter panels down low on doors. So I'm constantly kneeling down, and kneeling down on asphalt is not fun for long periods of time, especially as I get older. So I picked that one up because it was a decent size and thickness and price. So that one, hopefully I posted a picture, ran me $16. Next up, another knife. I forgot to mention, had this one for maybe a month, and this is the Kaiser Nice Guy. And this is a really nice knife. Kaiser has quickly become one of my favorite budget-friendly knife brands, and I'm constantly looking at their knives. I have a problem. So it's just like tools, but it's just a different type of tool. So the Kaiser Nice Guy is a lightweight knife. It is very, very light. It has steel framing on one side, and that is for the liner lock, but the other side is just the Richlite scale. and I got it in the red color with the plain edge drop point design. But this is their Nitro V steel operation. It's just fantastic. And the price of this, the full price is about $40. I picked it up for $33. Some of them, depending on the one that you get, you can get it as low as, I believe, $29. So definitely another really solid option. Then I also picked up the Mill Spin USA made utility knife, or EDC knife, and it is available in two different options: 100% brass or 100% aluminum, minus the blade itself. And the blade is made in the USA as well. I have a full review on this. It does have a spare blade back there. It is a toolless blade change. I go through all of that in the video. You have three different positions: locked, closed, halfway, and all the way. Operates really smoothly as well. And then on the back here, you can see made in the USA. And this was a little spendy at $34, $35, something like that. So a little spendy, but I thought it was super cool. I'm constantly opening packages and stuff. So next up, another item that I forgot, and another one that is in my work truck. I picked up off a recommendation or after watching a video from Last Best Tool. Go ahead and check his channel out. He has fantastic videos, constantly going over various different tools. Really good guy over there. Shares a lot of knowledge. So I picked up the ThinkWork 3/8 step bit. I use step bits quite a bit, and I wanted a smaller one, more compact, and he had done a video on the 1/4-inch ones, which is a little too small for my needs, but the 3/8 was going to be perfect for me, so I tried it out. I have tons of other step bits, but I almost bought one from Jerax or something like that. It was $20 for it. This ThinkWork one in the HSS Cobalt was $13, so much better deal, and looked like the same step bit, so I picked that up. First it arrived and the package was empty. Contacted Amazon, they sent me a new one, and it finally arrived, and I've been using it at work for about a week and a half now. Holding up really well, but that one is in the work truck. But this here is the last item up, and that is the Easy Red 48-bit magnetic bit organizer. So it is flexible. I have a full review on both that step bit and this Easy Red bit organizer. It has magnets that hold the bits in place, and it also has a magnetic base, so you can stick it to a tool cart, the inside of your work van, truck, whatever it may be. It folds, magnetic there, and then it also has mounting holes, so if you want to mount it on a workbench or up on the wall or whatever. I don't really get the point of the mounting holes, especially with it having a magnetic base, but everybody has their own scenario where this may be handy. And this was also $13 on sale. I believe its full price is like $20, but I recently came across Easy Red organizers and didn't realize, I don't know if some of these are new or I just didn't see them in the past, but went ahead and picked this up. Really impressed with it. I may be picking up more Easy Red organizers here in the future to review. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. I will have a lot of these items that I purchased linked down in the description for you guys if you guys are interested. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.